Imagine a city not built, but carved. A metropolis of temples, tombs, and homes, all hewn directly from rose-red sandstone cliffs. This isn't a fantasy. This is Petra, the legendary lost city of stone in the heart of the Jordanian desert. For centuries, it was a thriving hub of commerce and culture, a vital stop on the ancient Silk Road. Then, it vanished from the Western world for nearly 1,000 years, becoming a whispered legend. Today, we're going to uncover the secrets of this architectural marvel and explore how its creators, the Nabataeans, engineered a masterpiece that continues to baffle experts to this day. How did a nomadic Arab tribe with no known architectural precursors create something so magnificent? Let's journey back over 2,000 years. The Nabataeans were masters of the desert. They understood its unforgiving nature better than anyone. They knew the most precious resource wasn't gold or spices, but water. And it was their genius in managing this resource that allowed Petra to flourish. When you walk through Petra, you're not just walking through history. You're walking through one of the most sophisticated water management systems of the ancient world. The Nabataeans were hydrological engineers of the highest order. They carved intricate networks of channels, dams, and cisterns directly into the rock. These weren't just simple ditches. They were precisely angled to control the flow of water, capturing every precious drop from flash floods that would thunder through the narrow canyons. They created a system that could not only sustain a population of over 20,000 people in the middle of the desert, but also support lush gardens and fountains. Think about that. They turned a barren landscape into an oasis. This system was so effective that even today, modern engineers study it for inspiration on sustainable water collection. It's a testament to how ancient wisdom can offer solutions to modern problems. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. After walking through the sick, a narrow, winding gorge that serves as the grand entrance to the city. The canyon walls suddenly part to reveal a breathtaking sight. Okazna, the treasury. This is the image of Petra, everyone knows. And for good reason. Standing over 130 feet tall, its ornate facade is a symphony of Hellenistic and Nabataean design, carved with astonishing precision. But how did they do it? Forget scaffolding. As we know it, the prevailing theory is that they started from the top down. Imagine workers, suspended by ropes from the cliff face above, meticulously carving their way downwards. They would chip away at the rock, creating footholds and ledges as they descended, sculpting the intricate columns, capitals, and statues from the top to the bottom. It was a painstaking process that required incredible skill, planning, and a deep understanding of the sandstone's geology. One wrong move, one miscalculation, and the entire facade could be ruined. Yet, they achieved near-perfect symmetry and detail, a feat that would be a challenge even with today's technology. The treasury is just the beginning. As you venture deeper into Petra, the city unfolds. You'll find the street of facades lined with monumental tombs. You'll see the massive theater, capable of seating thousands, also carved directly from the rock. And then, if you're willing to make the climb, you'll reach Adir, the monastery. Even larger than the treasury, it sits high above the main city, a silent, imposing monument to the Nabataeans' ambition. Each structure tells a story of a culture that was cosmopolitan, wealthy, and incredibly innovative. They borrowed architectural styles from the Greeks, Romans, and Egyptians, but they made them distinctly their own, blending them into a unique Nabataean identity. So, what happened to Petra? Why did this bustling metropolis fade into obscurity? It wasn't one single event, but a series of blows. First, trade routes shifted. New maritime routes to the east bypassed the overland desert caravans, diminishing Petra's economic importance. Then, in 363 AD, a catastrophic earthquake struck. It toppled buildings, shattered the vital water channels, and dealt a devastating blow to the city's infrastructure. While Petra was not abandoned overnight, its population dwindled. The city slowly succumbed to the sands of time, its location known only to the local Bedouin tribes who guarded its secrets for centuries. It wasn't until 1812 that a Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig, disguised as an Arab scholar, rediscovered it for the Western world, bringing the legend of the lost city back to life. But many mysteries remain. Despite the grandeur of the public buildings, we've found very few ordinary Nabataean homes. Where did the 20,000 residents actually live? Were their homes less permanent structures that have long since vanished? And what about their written language? We have inscriptions, but they tell us little about their daily lives, their history, or their beliefs. Much of what we know is pieced together from the accounts of others, like the Greeks and Romans. The Nabataeans themselves remain largely silent, their stories locked within the stone. The engineering of Petra is a powerful reminder of human ingenuity. The Nabataeans didn't just survive in the desert, they mastered it. They transformed their environment, creating a city that was not only functional, but also breathtakingly beautiful. They understood their geology, harnessed their resources, and possessed an artistic vision that allowed them to carve a legacy that has endured for millennia. When we look at Petra, we see more than just ancient ruins. We see a blueprint for sustainable living, a masterclass in architecture, and a testament to a culture that, against all odds, made the desert bloom. It's a place that continues to inspire awe and wonder, proving that sometimes the greatest structures aren't built, but revealed from the world around us. What do you find most fascinating about Petra's engineering? Is it their water system or their top-down carving technique? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey to the lost city of stone. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure into the mysteries of the ancient world. See you next time!